Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at the Immortal Men Issue 1. This is one of the New Age of Heroes titles spun out of Dark Knight's Metal, and it follows the story of a kid named Caden Park. Now the storytellers here are Jim Lee, Ryan Benjamin, and James Tinian IV, with inks by Scott Williams and Richard Friend, and Jeremiah Skipper and Alex Sinclair as colorists, letters by Carlos M. Mangula, and edited by Katie Kubert, and Jessica Chen, associate editor, James Rich, group editor. Alright, so this kid's been having dreams about a guy named Ghost Fist leading him to a place called the campus, and it's a giant pyramid, looks like it's underground somewhere, I don't know. Well, apparently it's a vision he's been having, and he's telling his therapist this because he had an incident where he collapsed at Grand Central Station, and he apparently normally has these dreams at night instead of like waking nightmares or moments like that. Apparently he could steal memories by touching people, and her name is Dr. Calendar. Wonder if she's related to Calendar Man. Well, he manages to steal an image of her sitting on her couch in front of her bong, from what I could tell, but he claims he doesn't see anything. So of course she chalks it up to an overactive imagination and some kind of hero complex, and they're gonna put him on medication. So despite the fact that he passed out in the middle of Grand Central Station, his really old-looking mother agrees to let him go out and party that night. Okay, that's good parenting. Meanwhile, the campus, the domain of action, the fifth house of the Immortals, has been ransacked and destroyed, which looks like the place that was just in the vision. And we see a creature known as the Hunt, and he is killing a couple of people and sniffing their blood for whatever reason. And he is working with a lady called the Infinite Woman, who looks suspiciously like Hel from the Avengers Thor series. Then, for whatever reason, the Batman That Laughs shows up, just because they need to use that guy again. And like I said, they're gonna milk the crap out of all those characters. And for some reason, he seems to have all his fingers back, despite some of them getting cut off. And then we cut over to Ghost Fist teleporting some nosy people to New Jersey while they are attacked by a bloodless. Ghost Fist and his friends Timber, Reload, are there with their pet called Stray, and they are looking for the kid Caden Park, who is getting attacked on the subway in what appears to be a trap by the Infinite Woman, as she lures him with images of Vandal Savage, and he is attacked by some bloodless, and the Immortal Men show up to save him. Alright, thoughts. Let's see. Well, we got the token Asian kid, because, you know, diversity, whatever. Fine, he's a main character of some kind. We've got the American Indian woman named Timber, who's really large and highly aggressive. Her first instinct is to attack Reload when it turns out they had fled that battle scene where the Hunt was killing the guys, and they're the last four of the House of Action. Yeah, she's just an angry minority woman, and that's appears to be her entire character. Otherwise, the story was okay. It was a little boring, honestly. Good guys look pretty cool. Reload looks pretty cool. Ghost Fist looks cool. Stray looks really cool. I don't know what this kid has to do with any of this. It's really leaves more questions than it answers, but not in a way that I care. Timber I wasn't impressed with. She's like some giant Indian woman, and she's just the angry minority on the team. She's kind of a stereotype, so I have no interest in that. Vandal Savage, don't know what role he plays in this. He's normally a bad guy, but these days good guys become bad guys and bad guys become good guys pretty interchangeably. Overall, it was an okay story. It just didn't really inspire me to want to read more. This kid just spends a lot of time navel-gazing, and the visions didn't really do anything for me. I was just a little bored through the whole thing. Probably pick up issue 2. Maybe this is just a bad start for the series, but there's some good characters here that are just not being used very well, and they're kind of boring. There's a couple characters I'm surprised they aren't using, but if they're going to create a race of immortals, yet another race of immortals, I should say, I don't know. It seems kind of, they need to kick it up a notch, have it be a little more interesting, because so far I'm not really all that interested in it. It feels a little like it's overplayed, so I don't know, maybe it's just that it didn't really grab my attention. So the art was pretty good, the story needs some work I think, but other than that, I'll give it a shot for issue 2, but I'm not overly enthusiastic about it. So for me this is kind of like a very hesitant recommendation. The characters, they just don't explain enough about them for my taste, but I can see where some people would really like that level of mystery. I needed a little more. I'm a little surprised they didn't work in some of the other characters, but maybe that'll come down the line. I would rather have had some more background on the main immortal men rather than this kid who is just fairly uninteresting and kind of dumb. So that's my analysis of it. I'm gonna say if you're really into like the immortal type stuff, like Highlander TV series kind of thing, you might dig it, but otherwise it's really just kind of unimpressive so far. So a hesitant recommendation, I guess. But that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next one.